lastly, Tyler. So this is affecting both of our teams, I think, very harshly. Jeff Passan came out with an article talking about home runs being down. I think we could see it on the face of, I don't know. I feel like if they were I don't know if this is just an effect on cold weather in the humidor. I don't know if this is a new ball situation, but I feel like if this was last year, the Giants would probably be 10-2. 10-1. I mean, 13 games.
10-3.
10-3. There we go. Thank you. I don't know why I was thinking it was 3, and I was going from there. So, there was a couple games where they lost, where there was the Darren Ruff dropping of the bat, Mike Yastrzemski dropping of the bat, where it looks like, oh hell yeah, I got this shit, and then it's like a fly out to the warning track. So when it happens once, that shit happens. When it happens a couple times, you kind of raise your eyebrows, but it feels like I'm seeing it so many times around the league. I think it's helped the Giants too a couple times too, from what I'm seeing. So, because I'm seeing a knock and a drop of the bat, and I'm like, fuck, and then Jock Peterson just catches it. Speaking of Jock, we'll talk about Jock Peterson in a second,
okay,
and with stuns and duds. But listen, what are you feeling about this? Do you think it's a
dead ball? It's a dead ball because
going after Robbie Manfred, huh?
As you know, I always attend batting practice. And batting practice for both teams, for the Dodgers and Reds and the Dodgers and the Braves, has been pretty pitiful of dudes putting some balls out. Except Joey Votto bombed some, but he's Joey Votto. Okay.
Right.
But I think especially if you look, I don't know the numbers. All I can tell you is the Dodgers series against Colorado, and I know it was the first series of the year, but no home runs. Or there was one. Austin Barnes hit that one. So one home run in 3 games at Coors. I don't know.
Right.
I mean, I suppose the humidor could definitely have an effect. The cold weather.
But Coors already had a humidor, so
right. Well, but what I'm saying is around the league at large, you know, now that everyone's using it, I suppose that can make a difference. But I thought it would have been the exact opposite. If, let's say, they really did dead in the balls, dude, I thought after the lockout, people saying they're not coming back to watch baseball, it would have behooved the MLB to bring those juice baseballs back and just had a fucking home run frenzy.
The Major League Baseball.
So that's what leads me to believe. I don't know. I'm so split on it because if MLB was smart, which we know they're not, they would have brought the juice balls. So it would make sense that they do the exact opposite.
Right. Well,
and just bring in the dead end balls.
I agree with you. I think there is a different ball. But I have a little conspiracy theory. I have an idea of why they're doing it. Everyone's talking about how the sport needs to be revived because it's either strikeout or home run. And that they want to try to do things to encourage stealing and encourage all this stuff and more action. If they deaden the ball and make it a lot harder to hit home runs, maybe people will stop trying for home runs every single at bat, and people will start going back to trying to hit for average and all this kind of stuff. That's what I think that they're wanting. So that's one way to try to promote that, is to take away the home run in essence. So I mean, I wouldn't say dead it. I mean, you need to revive the game by juicing the ball. But if you left the same ball from last year, I mean there was a lot of home runs last year. It was great. I think when it comes to reviving baseball, I don't think this lockout did nearly as much as the strike did in '94.
No, of course not.
Because you lost a postseason. You lost a bunch of shit. You lost 2 weeks, and those games are getting made up. So it was a little bit of bad blood, but at the same time, it's over. I think most people have forgotten it by now, except for Giants fans who are like, "Why the fuck are we playing one game in Milwaukee?" And then you remember. So
that is really dumb.
Yeah, and not only that, if you're gonna make up for something, hey, sorry for the lockout. Here's 10% off of MLB TV. Go fuck yourself. I don't know. Try to do something. Try to promote players. Try to figure out a way, but don't freaking deaden the ball. Don't whatever. I'm not sure if that's what happened, but that is just my conspiracy theory. And if it is right, then I fully believe it. But if it is wrong, hey, it was just a theory. So that's
dude. You know what? You know whose fault this is? It's just like the gas crisis. It's Joe Biden's fault. We need to get one of those dumb stickers that people keep putting on gas pumps that say like "I did that."
No,
just like anytime a ball hits off the wall, it's a double. Someone just goes and slaps a sticker on the wall.